From Rags to Riches, a love story that will leave you breathless. Emily, once a vision of beauty, now haunted by loss, found herself swallowed by the unforgiving streets of New York. Nights were spent shivering in alleyways, days scavenging for scraps. One bleak morning, desperation led her into a bustling market, a few coins clutched tight for a meager piece of fruit. Then, the accusation, sharp and unjust: theft. The manager, a petty tyrant in his domain, called the cops. "No, please, I didn't do anything." Emily's plea was lost in the din. Handcuffs bit into her wrists. "Innocent? They all say that where you're going," a cop sneered. "Help me! Someone, please!" Her cries echoed, tears blurring her vision. Among the onlookers, a pair of piercing eyes watched. David Sterling, a titan of industry, a man accustomed to getting what he desired. Emily's raw beauty, even in distress, ignited a spark, a dangerous idea forming in his mind. 2 days later, the chilling reality of a jail cell. Then, a figure materialized. David Sterling himself, a name whispered with awe in the city, the man who had witnessed her arrest. Emily stared, confusion warring with distrust. 2 officers escorted her to a sterile room where David waited, a stark contrast to the grim surroundings. The other women in the cell watched with hungry curiosity. "What do you want?" Emily's voice was laced with suspicion. David's tone was a blend of arrogance and icy command. An offer. Trapped, terrified, Emily listened. David needed an escort, a pawn in a game of jealousy at his ex-fiance's wedding. He'd seen her arrest, a twisted fate aligning with his cruel plan. He'd pay her bail, a gesture dripping with hidden motives. For Emily, it was a lifeline. "Okay, I'll do it. But after?" Fear clawed at her. "After you're free, one night," David stated, his confidence absolute. Freedom, a desperate need, eclipsed all caution. "Fine. But who was this man?" The question gnawed at her, but escape was the only answer. She walked out of jail with David, apprehension a knot in her stomach. Freedom felt like a poisoned gift. David, sensing her unease, offered a cold reassurance. He would orchestrate her transformation. This wasn't just about a wedding, it was about control, about molding her into his weapon. He took her shopping, selecting a dress, not for her beauty, but for its impact, for the envy it would incite. The process was sterile, devoid of joy. Next, a high-end salon, a stylist, a master of illusion worked on her, transforming her into a polished version of herself. Looking in the mirror, Emily barely recognized the woman staring back, insecurity masked by artifice. "Beautiful." David's voice was flat, assessing. He felt a flicker of something unexpected, a possessive protectiveness, quickly suppressed. "Let's get this over with." Emily's voice was brittle, hiding her vulnerability. She wanted freedom, not connection. The grand hall buzzed with anticipation. David and Emily entered, an electric silence falling over the room, all eyes on Emily. David felt a surge of a twisted pride, a possessive desire warring with confusion. Whispers erupted. "Who is she?" "He's never..." The air crackled with curiosity, and for Emily, a crushing wave of insecurity. Isabel, David's ex, materialized, fury contorting her face. "Who is this?" she hissed, grabbing David's arm. "Jealous, Isabel?" David's reply was laced with ice. "You're married now." Isabel's rage was palpable. She stormed away, deliberately bumping into Emily, red wine staining her dress. "Oops, clumsy me." Isabel's smile was venomous. "It's fine," Emily managed, forcing calm. Taking a breath, she turned, a genuine smile gracing her lips, engaging with the curious guests. Her authentic warmth disarmed them. Stories of her life, raw and real, captivated them. "She's incredible," a guest murmured to David, watching Emily. "Amazing," David echoed, mesmerized, a wall around his heart beginning to crumble. "Excuse me," David said, moving towards Emily. Music swelled, a romantic melody. "Dance?" David's request was unexpected. Hesitation flickered across Emily's face, then a nod. He led her to the dance floor. The music enveloped them, the tension easing. For a moment, the world faded. David drew her closer, a tender touch. Intimacy, unexpected and unsettling, bloomed. He spoke softly, asking about her dreams. Emily, surprised by his genuine interest, began to share fragments of her past, her aspirations. David listened intently, his gaze locked on hers. "It's rare to find someone real in this world," David confessed, his voice low. "I feel like a stranger." Emily admitted, vulnerability breaking through. You're not. You're a breath of fresh air. David's eyes shone with admiration. Something shifted in Emily, a thawing of the ice around her heart. Impulse took over. David pulled her closer, faces inches apart. Emily's heart pounded. Silence hung heavy, broken by a voice. "David, photos!" Leo, Isabel's friend, intruded. David, flustered, nodded. "Just a moment." He glanced at Emily, a silent promise in his eyes. As David joined the group, confusion washed over Emily. This connection, real or just a fleeting moment? She pushed the questions aside, deciding to simply exist in the present. Hours melted away. Emily mingled, laughed, allowed herself to feel alive. Isabel's glare was a constant presence, but Emily ignored it, reveling in newfound freedom. As the night ended, David sought her out. "Fun, wasn't it?" he asked, a smile playing on his lips. Emily nodded, a genuine smile mirroring his. Outside, the cool night air was a balm. "Thank you for bringing me," Emily said, confidence blossoming. David's smile softened. "You deserve more, Emily. I want to know you." His words resonated, planting a seed of hope. After the wedding charade, an unexpected offer. Housekeeper in his mansion. Reluctantly, Emily agreed. Luxury, a stark contrast to the streets, felt alienating. Designer clothes, lavish dinners, a world of opulence. Yet, the mansion felt like a gilded cage, a reminder of her struggle. But days turned into weeks. An unexpected bond formed. David saw beyond the surface. Emily's strength, her spirit. The initial awkwardness dissolved. Their interactions became natural, fluid. David saw her resilience, her quiet determination. Emily glimpsed vulnerability beneath David's arrogance, the pain he carried. Kindness replaced coldness. They spent hours together. In the garden, laughter mingled with shared stories. Emily opened up, revealing her past, her parents' shop, their dreams, the crushing loss. David listened, captivated by her resilience. "I dream of reopening it," Emily's eyes shone with passion. "To honor them." David, moved, revealed his own buried desires. "I have dreams too. Family, love, a real home." Their friendship deepened. Months passed. Conversations became profound. Emily felt confidence bloom. David saw her as more than a housekeeper, more than a friend. She occupied his thoughts. "You're different," Emily said one afternoon, under the shade of a garden tree. "How?" David asked, intrigued. "Kindness behind the arrogance. You've been good to me." Emily's words were sincere. David's smile widened. "You've surprised me too, Emily. Strength I didn't expect. I admire you." He gently touched her face, his gaze intense. Impulse surged. "Emily," David confessed, "I think I'm falling in love with you." The words hung in the air. Emily's heart raced. She blushed, realizing her own hidden feelings. I'm in love with you too." Worlds collided. A kiss sealed their confession. Time stood still. Joy bloomed. But the sweetness was fragile. A dark cloud loomed. Isabel. Furious, seeing Emily and David close, revenge simmered. Isabel plotted. An anonymous envelope, a cryptic message, landed in Emily's hands. "Uncover the real David." A chill ran down Emily's spine. Doubt crept in, poisoning her joy. The envelope haunted her. Happy memories clashed with growing anxiety. Fear warred with curiosity. Trembling, she opened it. No note, just documents. A contract. The store responsible for her unjust arrest. Then, in bold letters, Gabriel Montenegro, David's real name. Shock, a crushing blow. David owned the store. The man she loved, her rescuer, was also her oppressor. Betrayal pierced her heart. Time froze. Joy shattered. Confrontation. She stormed into David's office, documents flying onto his desk. "What is this?" Her voice trembled with rage. David, startled, looked up. "What? You own that store, the one that got me arrested." Emily's voice rose, pain and fury erupting. David tried to speak. "Yes, I own it, but Emily, listen." "Everything was a lie," Emily screamed, tears streaming. "Calculated, everything we have." David's frustration grew. He moved towards her. Emily recoiled. "Don't touch me, I can't stand you." Disgust choked her. Heartbroken, Emily turned, fleeing the mansion, David no different from the betrayers of her past. Streets blurred. Pain was a physical ache. Happy memories turned to poison. Betrayal, the deepest cut. Love, now a cruel illusion. Foolish, she felt, for falling for his charm. Desperation turned to resolve. She wouldn't be controlled again. Not this time. Truth. She needed truth. Confront him, demand answers, or just leave unexplained. No. Truth fueled her resolve. Devastated, David realized money, power, meaningless without her, like obsession consumed him. Win her back. Flowers, chocolates, please. Nothing worked. Her absence was a void. Without you, nothing makes sense, he whispered into the lonely nights. He would beg forgiveness. Courage gathered. He went to her. Nerves frayed. He knocked. Memories flooded back. Emily opened the door. Eyes met. A lump in his throat. Please, his voice broke. I love you. More than anything. I need you to be better. Tears streamed down his face. I'm better with you. Don't go back to who I was. Emily stared, shock warring with hurt. Kneeling before her, vulnerable. How can I believe you? Lies again? Her voice trembled. No lies. David's voice rose. I'm empty without you. I can't live like this. Tears flowed freely. Truth? You love me? Emily asked, moved by his raw pain. Truth. Nothing more valuable than your love. His voice choked. Forget everything? How you hurt me? Emily questioned, wavering. Don't forget, but let me fix it. Earn your trust. David's words were desperate. Emily sighed, hesitant. Not like this. I need time. Heartbroken, David stood, the weight of the world on his shoulders. He needed to change. Love demanded action. Walking home, sadness morphed into resolve. I'll win you back, Emily. You deserve the best of me. He looked in the mirror, determination hardening his gaze. I'll do it. Redemption. David became kinder, compassionate. Action spoke louder. Wealth used for good. Orphanages, hospitals, families. Initially for Emily, but then joy bloomed in helping others. Smiles of children, gratitude of the helped. A new side of himself emerged, nourished by kindness. Distant, Emily heard whispers of David's transformation. Charity photos, children, smiles, pride, hesitation warred within her, wounded heart, deep scars. One night, a charity event, David's company, orphanage Christmas party. See for myself, Emily thought, heart racing. David would be there. Anxiety, fear, the event, joy, hope. David across the room, animated with children. Humble glow, sincere words. New side of him. Emotion, longing. Unseen, Emily approached. Heart pounding. David saw her. Face lit up. Time stood still. Frozen. Emily. Unbelievable. Heart raced. David walked towards her, swallowing emotion. Impulse. Kneeling. Tears. Emily. Voice choked. Mistakes. So much to make up for. Forgiveness. I love you. Be better. For you, for myself, for those who need me. Deep breath. Mistakes, lessons, learned love, not just words, actions, show you, not tell you, changing. Emily looked at him, storm of emotions, sincerity in his words, transformation visible. David, hurt myself, you. Hard to forget, but change in you. Softness tinged her words. Believe, man I deserve, hesitant hope. Yes, David's voice, determination. Won't give up, fight for us, for love, every day, trust me again. Silence lingered. Reflection. Love still simmered. Second chance, rebuilding. After moments, Emily spoke. Try again, not for you, for us, what we can be. David smiled, hope, gratitude, new beginning, tears of happiness, stood, embraced Emily tenderly. Promise, never let love slip away again. New life, new challenges, reconciliation, just the start. Past choices, consequences. Former employees' resentment lingered. Past shadowed their present. David knew he needed action, not just amends. He and Emily joined forces. Social initiatives, helping those hurt by his past. Together, David said, organizing food drive, energy of hope, solidarity, people lining up, stories behind each face. Emily, watching his resolve, warmth spread through her heart. Yes, for others. For us too. Strengthens us. Building new life, new identity, compassion, solidarity, dedicated to journey. Questions arose. Conversations shifted. Old friends questioned his motives. Really changed, or just for Emily? Whispers reached Emily. External pressure, doubts resurfaced. Facade, redemption for himself. One evening, volunteer work done, Emily opened her heart. Talk, she said, breaking heavy silence. David worried. Wrong? Okay. Emily hesitated, thinking us doubts. David's face serious. Emily, hard. I know. Believe me, changed. Not for image. Truly make difference. Want you beside me. Enough? Her voice trembled. Right? Control what people think? No. Show, day after day, committed change. Not just me. Us, future together. Hands held. What if not enough? Desperation. Right? Just feel better? David felt weight of words, stepped closer. Control people think? No. Show day after day, committed to change. Not just me. Us, building future. Eyes searching hers. Want to believe, afraid, losing everything again. Face fear together, David said, determined. Actions louder. Here, not just ourselves. Community, small victories, steps right direction, closer together. Inspired, Emily felt hope pierce through doubt. What if others don't accept? Gently asked. Guarantee everyone accept? No. United, weather storm, doing right thing, matters. David's gaze steady, conviction. Conversation strengthened them. Love, commitment, more powerful than opinions. Devoted themselves to community work, determined to leave positive impact. Change begins within, radiates outward. Together, they would make it happen. Whirlwind of emotions, old rivalry resurfaced. Isabel, unwilling to let them flourish, reclaim influence. Pressure on David, secret encounters, persuasive words. Strong man, David, don't let her forget who you are. Isabel's tone insinuating, eyes sparking, memories of his old life. Take back city, what you want, right? David silent, memories of power, status, needed to stand firm. Not that man anymore, wanna be better includes Emily. Tension grew, past versus future. Isabel smirked. Really think she understands you? Look at yourself, David, not her level. Words like knives, hesitation, insecurity surfaced, but he wouldn't be manipulated. Can't see change, don't know me, Emily different, chose her, stop dragging me back. Atmosphere shifted between David and Emily. Emily discovered Isabel's meetings with David. World crashed down again. Stomach clenched, past shadow, insecurity ate away at trust. David, still love her? Emily's voice trembled, holding back tears, fear palpable. Crumbles. No, Emily, love you. Isabel pass, leave her there. David emphasized, sincere, stepped closer, connection, Emily unconvinced. How sure, opportunity to come between us, can't handle again. Voice cracked, turned away. Look at me. David hands on shoulders. Fought too hard, won't let Isabel reconsider promises. Only one makes me better, no room for her. Emily met his gaze. Determination. Certain? Nothing left between you? Certain. Want future with you, only you. Intensity. Prove it? Show you. Firmly gripped hands. Face this together. Always have. Not alone. Here now, always. Tension lingered. Sincerity created hope. Move forward. Past not shape present. New phase not easy. Together fight for what they built. Days of doubt Emily needed break. Distance. David felt part of himself slip away. Reflection. Impact of decisions. Happy years. Prove worthy of trust. Then friend. Frustrated longing. Friend encouraged surprise. Show change real, love unwavering. Inspired, David brought to life Emily's dream. Small shop, family shop, symbol of roots, love for art, secretly transformed old space next to mansion, cozy artisan shop, designed for Emily, reclaimed wood shelves, delicate fragrance, home, undeniably hers, day of reveal. Anxiety, love filled David's heart. Emily stepped into shop. Confusion, shock, face lit up, tears streamed. You did all this for me? Voice breaking. Yes, just beginning. Long road. Walk it with you, believe in me, just like I believe in us. Sincerity in every word. Heart swelled with hope, genuine effort. Stepped forward, embraced him tightly. Security longed for. Incredible, David. Don't know what to say. Whispered gratitude, pulled apart, eyes met, Impulse kissed him, soft, tender, new beginning, love ready to bloom again. Warm walls of new shop, new chapter, trust, hope, pillars, future. Mansion, shop work, rebuilding, devastating discovery. Long day, peace. Revitalizing house, welcoming space. Organizing old papers, drawer. Envelope caught her eye. Thick logo of David's former company. Curious, examined. Correspondence between David and bank. Closure of store. Supplied her parents' shop. Heart raced. Passage stood out. Increase competition, necessary. Boost sales. Closure, Oliveira's shop. Unintended but unavoidable consequence. Lump in throat. Words echoed. Reality sank in. Parents' shop. Childhood. Trembling hands. Remaining documents. Details. David pushed to open new market. Undermined family business. How possible? Murmured. Stunned. Stormed into David's office. Project plans. Sharply knocked. Anger. Pain surged. David looked up, startled. Emily, wrong, pale, rose from chair. This. Call love? Yelled. Envelope held up. Destroyed family. David frowned, confused. What? Letter. Decision. Manipulate competition. Ruined parents' shop. You did this. David's expression shifted. Confusion, guilt, despair. Emily didn't realize. Serious. Economy. Pushing out markets. Business decision. Business decision? Emily stepped closer. Pain, betrayal. Wasn't just business. Foundation of my life. Parents' shop. Rebuilding life. Believe you changed? Haven't. David felt guilt. Unbearable burden. Emily didn't know. Devastating. Numbers. Sales. Let family fall apart. Emily cried. Tears streamed. Father, alcohol, mother, desperate, passed away. Idea what meant for me. Silence. Heavy, suffocating. David couldn't believe. Stepped toward Emily, reached for her, recoiled, burned. Don't touch me, snapped, envelope thrown down. Tragedies, life, because of you. Convince me changed, trust you, reason lost everything. David stepped back, despair. Emily, can't change past. Erase pain, make things right, responsible for consequences. Responsible? How? Bring family back? Can't. Dragged me into lies, Emily shouted, voice echoed. Desperation overwhelmed David. Can't bring parents back. Make difference, children, young people care about. Chance to make amends? Get away. Emily breathed, voice trembling, stunned. Fled into dark streets, vision blurred, bus nearly stepped in front. Escape mansion, get away from David, everyone right, unchanged, spoiled, selfish, caused imprisonment, devastated. Forgive? No. David determined win her back, couldn't give up, beg forgiveness again, humble himself. By her side, rain or shine, house rented, gate begging forgiveness. Company to run? Emily asked. Gate, pouring rain. Nothing else matters except you. Company bankrupt. Without you, nothing important. David replied, tears. Emily looked deeply. Still couldn't forgive. Too much bad. David's decisions. Forgiveness hard. Can't do this right now, David. Retreating into house, leaving him in rain. David returned every day. Over time, Emily realized love stronger than difficulties. One day, opened gate. David sitting outside, homeless man. Promise never hurt me again, no more secrets. David still seated, eyes raised, hope. Promise. Dedicate life making up for everything. You, family. Embraced, healing, start over. Shop David built. Mind if I make changes? Reflect my essence? Emily suggested, excited. Of course. Shop yours, Emily. Support you. David replied, smile. Shop hub of unity, revitalization, community events, local entrepreneurs, city culture. Isabel's shadow lingered. Let go of David. Confronted Emily. David, shop. Destabilize Emily. Really think he'll stay forever? Just a phase. Isabel's sarcasm. Emily stood ground. Isabel, underestimate strength of our love. Confrontation with Isabel, Emily felt stronger. Determination rose, protagonist of own story. David saw transformation, confidence. Admired facing demons, challenging society, unbreakable couple, any adversity. Month later, special celebration, new shop, life, friends, family, supporters. Renewed chapter, joy, laughter, warm embraces. Admired space, home for creativity, love. So proud, everything accomplished, Emily. David's affection. Toast, shop, success. Brought life back to place, to me. Result of unity, willingness to change, David, Emily replied, sparkling happiness. Proven love real, transformation inspires everyone. Toast, laughter, party alive. Joyful atmosphere interrupted. Isabel, sarcastic smile, dim, cheerful spirit. Finally got little shop, Emily. Isabel's provocation. Believe love last? Emily's expression hardened. Strength. Love for David built on respect, learning, not luck, choice. Locked eyes with Isabel. Here, not going anywhere. Confidence in Emily's words. David stepped closer, gently took her hand. Isabel, Emily not alone. Love built overcoming challenges. Won't let you anyone question that. Firmly, strength gained over time. Isabel stepped back, surprised unity. Think love. See story end in disappointment. Voice wavered. Emily took deep breath, standing tall. Maybe you see disappointment. See two people fought for future. That, Isabel, truly matters. Final glance at rival, turned back to David. Reconnected, joined friends, family. Life choices. I choose happiness. With you, David, more than possible. Light laugh, guests gathered around. Strong network of love. Past ghosts, present promise. Future brighter unity. Isabel's attempts to disrupt happiness failed. Stood firm. Relationship, shop, small shop, more than business. Home for community. Reflected Leah, David's love, dedication. Events, people together. Local art fairs, emerging artists, self-help workshops, entrepreneurship. Community bonds strengthened. Hope to those struggling. David, new purpose. Atone for past mistakes. Helping as many as possible. Sunny Saturday, craft fair prep. Plans. Pan shop, organic foods, Leah suggested, enthusiasm. Attract customers, support local farmers. Love idea, David replied. Smile, decorations. Charity event? Leah added, eyes lighting up. Raise funds for struggling. David took her hand. Special connection. Always think of others. Reasons I love you, let's do it. Life, surprises. Weeks later, community event prep, shocking news, new shopping mall planned, threatening small businesses. Ruin business, everything we built. David worried. Act quickly, rally local merchants, fight, united community, small businesses matter. Leah determined. Meeting called Support Local Movement. Power of community, make difference, rally support, local merchants, neighbors, people willing to fight. Public hearing approached. Movement gained momentum. Community united. Petition. Stories of small businesses. Vital roles. City needed diversity. Authenticity. Night before hearing. Shop. Reviewing evidence. Mentally preparing. Must do this for everyone fought for dreams. Leah felt weight. Journey together, no matter outcome. Built is already remarkable. David replied. Affection. Confidence. Morning of hearing. Auditorium packed. David, Leah, voices of community, passionately advocated. Not just shops, families, dreams, stories intertwined. Leah's emotion. Dedication, community fight paid off, one case. Cheers, victory, legacy of David, Leah, living testament. Dark situation, always light ahead. New generations learned, drew inspiration. Cycle of love, solidarity, transformation continued. Story moved forward. People united, greater purpose. Dreams come true, grow, touch lives generations. Hearts, David, Leah, work never just for themselves, everyone after. Spreading light of love, community, every corner of world. Light ignited, never go out. Challenges behind. Trust stronger than ever. David, special request. Proposal planned. Special location. Moonlight. Peaceful lake, magical night, picnic under stars. Emily, remember promise day entered life. Better man, you made me want to strive. True love, David said, small box. Emily looked at him, emotion. David, lives marked ups, downs. Reason I am who I am now. With you, better person. Best in me, like who I am with you. David, deep breath, continued. Marry me? Build future together, step by step. Heart in hands. Yes, 1,000 times yes. Emily replied, tears of happiness, threw herself into David's arms, kissed passionately. Sure, David, perfect man. Wedding day arrived. Emily walked down aisle, heart raced. Stunning wedding dress. Beauty, love shared, eyes met, dreams coming true, legs weak, tears of joy. Ceremony simple, filled with love, warm smiles, friends, family, vibrant energy, scent of flowers, laughter, magical atmosphere. Exchanged vows. David held Emily's hand firmly, happiness overflowing. Promise, stand by your side, joy, sorrow, end of days. David's voice trembling. Emily smiled. Tears. Promise, love you unconditionally, always strive best version, with you by side. Wedding symbolized union of souls. New chapter. Past, present intertwined, bright future, said I do. Walk together, new life. World outside shone brighter than ever. After ceremony, David, Emily began family. Always dreamed of. Opened hearts, new experiences, challenges, joys, hardships, strength in one another. Emily, remember journey ours. Tough, count on each other. David, looking into her eyes. Months later, new chapter. Baby awaited. Birthday arrived, hands intertwined, contraction. Closer to greatest hope. Baby's first cry. Wave of emotions. David looked at Emily, tears of joy. We did it, my love. New life, beginning of everything. Arrival of baby, new life, strengthened bond, beauty of new start. Look at him, David, he's perfect. Emily's voice, trembling love, happiness. He's ours, David replied, holding little one first time, overwhelming parenthood. Together, David, Emily embraced challenge raising child. Gratitude, hope. We'll do this together, like always do, Emily whispered, gazing lovingly at son. David nodded, heartful. Yes, together, ready for anything. Tender gaze shared. Built home, founded on love, resilience, future endless promises.